joining us. It is a brunch time with Mayegun live. As you are joining us, remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, read the description as well. Then like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them all that Mayegun today. And I have with me in the studio as well, my brunch time member this afternoon, or presenter, and that will be Tolu.
Hello guys.
All right, everyone is reacting since the announcement of this is the announcement of the passing of Buhari. We have had people who have taken it upon themselves to gaslight the people. For instance, trying to let you know that you shouldn't say something bad about the dead. I will agree if the dead has nothing to do or had nothing to do with the ruins of millions of lives. We have seen children in northern Nigeria celebrating or jubilating. We have seen the Ronokus in Lagos also jubilating. We have also seen those who have been busy since last night to try to turn it into a tribal agenda. On Mayegun's Diary Politico, a place where you can see the full details in the last 8 years of Buhari in Nigeria. If I have to go for my professorship, right, or even master's first, I can actually get masters in documenting the activities of this Buhari and then APC general in the last 8 years. So finally, they come to announce that he's dead. He died in London, the same London hospital that he died 6 years ago, 2017. Now we have those who are already asking that which Buhari died? Which Buhari do you think died? Or did he die again? Now this afternoon, right? You can gloat here. Listen to me. I understand that Nigeria is a place where they always sort of like blame the victims or gaslight the victims. Nigerians are victims of their ruinous criminal leaders. The same people that see Nigeria as a burial ground shouldn't turn around and begin to ask you to not wish them whatever it is. Tell everybody that Mayegun today. So good afternoon, everyone. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And maybe good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is brunch time on Mayegun's Diary Politico. And listen to me. Wherever you kind of read into this broadcast this afternoon is completely your own cup of tea. But here, we would not look away and watch mongrels, sewage dwellers, voluntary slaves, Buhari Danes, Buhari Dideris, Buhari Denotus, Buhari Dijatus, Buhari Shukus, Ungos Yaris, the entire Buhari stands, the Buhari idiots, again, including their uncles and aunties abroad, the Abroadian Buhari idiots, the Buhari Danes there, right? Those who spent 8 years in defending this calamity, a man that came during the time that people claim to be yearning for change, a change of government, a change of leadership, a change of way of lives. Buhari came with the robes that he brought in and changed Nigeria forever. And that is what we want to keep out there. Not the messages of the voluntary slaves, the ombud slaves, the sophisticated morons, including their cousins now, right? The Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris. For 8 years, Mayegun's Diary Politico continued to expose the activities, the actions of the Buhari's government, including his hatred for the people of Nigeria, a clannish tyrant. And we watched as they destroyed Nigeria, all right? Divided Nigeria. And today, we are also watching as some Olori Brukus are gaslighting people to say something nice about the murderous Buhari. His own victims, in which why we have to kind of put it out there. This is going to be a safe place for you this afternoon. It is a safe place for you to pick up your phone, express yourself exactly how you feel towards this animal. And as they say, maybe let God judge at rest. So who is Buhari? Muhammadu Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari is a typical Nigerian opportunist who offered and gave nothing in particular, or you can say Buhari is an individual that never worked in his entire life from the moment he ran away from his home. According to him, Nigeria has been taking care of him, took care of him from his teenage years until he died at the age of 82. What did Buhari give back to Nigeria? Well, you are his what do you call it? The evidence of what Buhari did, especially in the last 8 years of the lives of young Nigerians. When Buhari came in, not only that he enabled his criminal, political co-travelers to pillage Nigeria, not only that, Buhari went as far as dividing Nigeria along tribal, ethnic, and religious line, in which the Fulani clan became probably the anointed tribe in Nigeria. They were going from one indigenous region to another, slaughtering people. And what did Buhari do? He blamed the people. He blamed them. In fact, just like they are doing right now, they gaslighted the people as intolerant, as hateful, while they buried their dead, they buried their loved ones. But before Buhari finally kissed the dust this second time, Buhari participated, in fact, orchestrated the killings of over 1,800 Shiites. They were Nigerians, but for religious differences, Buhari's Buratai, kind of carried out that massacre, and they buried them in a shallow grave, dug for them in Kaduna by El Rufai of Kaduna at the time. These murderers went as far as going to the eastern part of Nigeria under the cover of they are looking for the IPOB. Hundreds and thousands of young people lost their lives in their hands. Many others have gone missing, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not only hunted down, he was kidnapped. They violated an international law, right, just to satisfy this Buhari. At the end of the day, after his 8 years, like I said, Nigeria is more divided. Nigerians are poorer. Nigerians are more terrorized. And of course, the lootocracy, the stealing, has now become more legitimized, where you have now watched, under this criminal, we now saw terrorists getting pardoned. Terrorists, collecting hundreds of billions of naira in welfare package, while their victims, who are in their also millions, scattered all over the place, and they called the place or those places IDP camp. Nigerians became refugees in their own country. In 8 years, Nigerians became refugees in their own country, and they watched their government push the agenda of rehabilitating the terrorists, trying to change the law to accommodate the terrorists by giving them land, gazetting it, and making them citizens of the areas that they don't have any cultural or anything, any affiliation with. Under Buhari, he called Nigerian youth lazy. But the laziest person to ever occupy the office of president in Nigeria is no other than Buhari. He wasted how many months? 8 months in choosing or in selecting his own ministers. 8 months. Where do you want to start from? So this afternoon, we'll take a look at some of the reactions, and tonight is going to be the detailed part. So I just want to kind of water the water the ground for everybody. If all of these I have listed, right, is nothing to so many people, right? But take for instance, Buhari was sick in 2017, right, Olu? And they rushed him down to London. Nigerians who are sick in Nigeria, most of them turned to beggars on social media. Many of them died, of course, unannounced, like nobody knows what happened to them. Then this guy spent nearly 4 months in London. Before then, he's been coming and going.
Yeah, I think last time he went to London for like an air infection or something like that during his presidency.
That was the beginning. But when the serious one, where he actually almost died, he said he almost died.
Yeah.
Even though today people believe that, no, there's another story. We'll get to that one. He almost died. Okay. And then he got saved by the NHS. NHS saved him. He went back to Nigeria. 5 years after that, he never inaugurated a single block of hospital in Nigeria. And people want people to not actually to be nice to him.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like, now, what is the hope for a common man in Nigeria? Like, for people who don't have money to like go abroad for treatment, what do they do? Because our healthcare system is in bad state, it's like in a worse state, and I don't think if all these politicians are going abroad for treatment, all about the citizens of Nigeria that can't even afford to eat,
Millions of them.
can't even afford to eat, they're even begging for like their next meal. So what do they do? Our doctors are even like leaving the country.
Right.
Going to the United States, going to
like shamelessly, UK. Right? Shamelessly, those who are trying to kind of blackmail or gaslight the people right now want people to feel sorry. They want you to ignore all of that.
Yeah.
And again, sadly, those who are there right now, they are doing the same thing. Tifnubu is currently treating his own whatever is wrong with him in France and London. No lesson, no nothing. He was governor for 8 years in Lagos State. Lagos State is considered as the richest state in Nigeria. But there is no single hospital that can actually treat the president of Nigeria from going abroad. So if Tifnubu died tomorrow now, right? They want you to believe that he died for Nigeria, he worked for Nigeria and the rest of that. But still, people are still going to be left in that dungeon. Let me show you the last time of Buhari, or should I call it the last period of Buhari, or before we even get to that. It is not only Buhari that is going to die in London. So we also have Abdusalami Abubakar.
Yeah.
He's also very sick. He's in London well. Gowon was very sick too, but they managed to revive. These are old men who have lived to the ripe age. Do you understand? Ripe old age of like 70 something, 80, 90. Right? But their longevity is not because they have this gene in their family. It's not because they are rich. Like, okay, they are rich and they can afford the healthcare in Nigeria. No, it's because they can use Nigerian money to go abroad and get the best treatment money can buy. And that helps them to long their lives. That so many of their mates in Nigeria can only dream of. Fayoshe's brother.
But today, we have 2 head of states, 2 former presidents of Nigeria in London hospital. They are sick. No hospital to take them in Nigeria. As at today, now president now have to send vice president to go and check on them in the hospital in London. And you know the funny part of it, the doctors and the nurses treating them there are the japa from their country that they refuse to empower. So they are the doctors that are making waves. They are the nurses that are making waves in UK, helping them to get well. The doctors wey japa wey they no fit take care of in Nigeria, the nurses wey japa wey they no fit take care of, they are in London. Imagine 2 former head of state, 2 former presidents, they didn't build one single hospital that they can, in their old age, that they can go. Yoruba ni ma jẹ́ kí n kú síbi tí kò sáṣọ mi. That means they were unable to build a good hospital that they can go in their old age. So the 2 of them are now in London. Buhari and Abdusalam receiving treatment. And part of the doctors and nurses treating them are the Japa they refuse to empower in Nigeria. Do you see the history? So if two head of states are abroad and when they are sick, they are receiving treatment. What about 200 million that are not head of states that cannot go abroad to receive treatment? You see how selfish our leaders are? Now, our current president now still send our plane to go and visit them outside on their sick bed. Is that not a sick nation? What a country. There was a country.
It is not just a sick nation, or better still, maybe that describes it, you know. This was Buhari when he returned back to Nigeria in 2017. So it looked like, and that was the beginning of the Jibril al-Sudani. Jibril al-Sudani came from when it was announced that Buhari was dead. Now listen to this battle. We have not even gotten into all the Buhari's evil now. Or talking about you experiencing the worst health crisis as a leader of a country, shouldn't that be a kind of like a clarion call for you? Something to make you feel like, oh, I don't want to die abroad. Though. I don't want them to return me to Nigeria in a box. So if I survive this one, when I get back to Nigeria, I am going to build the best, or I'm going to upgrade the National Hospital in Abuja. That we even have a special word with this. All the Nigerians that they told to go, if they want to go, go if you want to go. These are the Nigerians that now go abroad to go and treat them. Yeah. Two things, though, right? President of a country is so important, right? That his healthcare, his food, his medication, his security and every other thing becomes a national priority. If the health, the health record of a president of any country, gets leaked into the hands of another government of another country, that government, that president or that government, right, is going to become beholden to that country. Because here it is. When Buhari came to London that time. Yeah. They didn't tell everybody in Nigeria what happened to him. Yeah. They just told everybody that he was unwell. No, they didn't tell them exactly. But guess what? Medical students in London, from all over the world, they were using him as a guinea pig, a lab rat. Buhari, they used, some of the medication they claim to use for him, to revive him, they are not even in the market. They are trial drugs. All those ones that will be like, we don't know if it's going to work
or not, yeah.
And they are like, you know what, use them. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is what puts a target on his back. That one now said, upon all of and he said he died and they took him to became the biggest conspiracy. Yeah. Like, how is that possible? Did they use a body double? Is somebody wearing a mask? Yeah. All of that, right? Nnamdi Kanu broke them apart. Let me show you this collection of pictures. Right. You see all this collection of pictures online right now. People are asking, which Buhari died? Go. Let us know. Is it Jibril al-Sudani? Because you see all this image, right? Yeah. They were the different images of Buhari over the time.
Over time, yeah.
So because of this, right, they said, they hired Abdul Muhammad from Chad. Yeah. Then another one, in fact, hang on. I'm going to, for the sake of our viewers. So Nigerians didn't know what happened to their president, but they were told to be praying for him. You need to pray for him. So some people were even pushing propaganda. Oh, he was poisoned. Yeah. Oh, Buhari, people were trying to kill him. Different lies, but the guy was suffering from God knows what. Yeah. So Nnamdi Kanu said he didn't survive it. He said he died. And that kind of made a lot of people feel like interested and started digging more.
Yeah.
Okay? Turn yourself into a national security threat as the leader of a country. UK, US, all of them, they know what happened to Buhari. They know if this Buhari is the real Buhari or not.
Yeah.
And to make the matter worse, his wife, Aisha, just stopped sleeping in the same room with him. The moment Buhari returned back from London, Aisha stopped